What's good, YouTube? We back with another video, and today we gonna talk about the top 10 states in America with the highest obesity rates. If you didn't know, the obesity rate in America is around like 40+%, and they project around 2030 for it to be 50+% of all Americans being obese. Since we talk about health as well in this channel, I decided, to make a video revolving around this problem just so we can highlight some of the states that's suffering more than others due to, poverty, not having certain resources, etc., etc. So if you new here, subscribe now and stay tuned. If not, you already know the vibes, man. We finna get into it. So the number 10 spot goes to Nebraska. Nebraska has an obesity rate of 36.6% when it comes to all residents in the state of Nebraska. I have traveled Nebraska and I've seen the residents, and they do have some hefty residents, and they have a lot of thick women. So I'm not surprised at seeing Nebraska at the number 10 spot. I spent a lot of time in Omaha, and I can say they do have a lot of country-fed people. So with that being said, I'm not shocked at all. So the number 10 spot goes to Nebraska. So the number 9 spot goes to the state of Tennessee. Tennessee has an obesity rate of 37.6%. This is a southern state that I'm not surprised. I spent a lot of time in Tennessee as well, from the Nashvilles to the Memphis to the Knoxvilles. I've been all over Tennessee, and they do have a lot of large residents. But once again, this is the southern region where they like to eat a lot of large portions and, have a lot of fun, and they don't really have a lot of discipline when it comes to their internal health. So yes, I definitely can believe Tennessee being the number 9 spot at 37.6%. And I also noticed, being in Tennessee, when I go grocery shopping, a lot of the healthy items always stay full. It's other states, it'd be certain items that's popular, it's gone. In Tennessee, it will be there. And it'd be a lot of different things like, Coke products or, different junk that be going fast when it comes to Tennessee. So this is not a shocker at seeing Tennessee at the number 9 spot with the highest obesity rate. So yes, Tennessee gets the number 9 spot with 37.6%. The state that gets the number 8 spot for the highest obesity rate in America goes to Iowa. Now this one is a shocker because I spent a lot of time in Iowa. Well, not the whole state, but Des Moines specifically. And I didn't feel like I seen a lot of large residents at all. And they had a lot of, health stores and stuff like that. So this one definitely a shocker. But they get the number 8 spot with the obesity rate with 37.8%. So yes, Iowa is number 8 when it comes to the highest obesity rate in America. The number 7 spot goes to Indiana. This one not a shocker. I definitely spent a lot of time throughout Indiana, and it is a lot of hefty residents, and it's not a lot of health stores. It's a lot of fast food restaurants. The list can go on and on why I feel like Indiana is a state that suffers with obesity. But yeah, Indiana gets the number 7 spot, and their percentage when it comes to obesity is the same as Iowa's with 37.8%. So yes, once again, Indiana gets the 7th spot, and they in the top 10 when it comes to obesity rate in the country. The number 6 spot goes to Oklahoma. Now this one, not a shocker. I definitely been through Oklahoma. They have a lot of large residents, love the southern diet. And yeah, so Oklahoma gets the number 6 spot. Their obesity rate is at 38%, pushing the 40% mark but 38% of the residents are labeled as obese. So yes, Oklahoma gets the number 6 spot when it comes to obesity in America. Now the 5th spot, this is not a shocker, goes to Alabama. I think we all could come together and know that Alabama will forever be in the top 10 list when it comes to obesity. I spent a lot of time in Alabama, and a lot of them residents just stuck in their ways. And when it comes to residents that look like me, I can speak for my people. They're addicted to, what I like to call 1800 food or 1900 food. They just got the 1900 way of living, if you know what I mean. And they stuck in their ways. I tried to date a woman in Alabama, and we was arguing about why she didn't think pepperoni or pork was that bad. That was the first argument I had when it came to pork, was with an Alabamian woman. So with that being said, yes, they love to eat. They got that old-fashioned Southern mindset when it comes to food. And yeah, I feel like Alabama will forever be in the top 10 because they're stuck in their ways. So the number 5th spot goes to Alabama, and they're at 39%. The number 4 spot, another state that is not a shocker. I thought they would be number 1 due to their popularity with food, but the number 4th spot goes to Louisiana. Louisiana has an obesity rate of 40%. Yes, 40%. And it's not a shocker. Like I said, man, this is a state that's popular for, Southern dishes, and also another state stuck in the 1900 mindset, old fashioned. And, another place where I spent time, and you can kind of tell why people be in certain positions that they be in. When they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, Louisiana is definitely a state that falls in that category. So yes, Louisiana has the 4th highest obesity rate in America with 40%. So the number 3 spot goes to Arkansas. Now this state, I haven't spent a lot of time here. I've driven through it, going to Dallas, Texas, leaving Nashville. And yeah, I spent a little time in Little Rock, but I haven't really spent a lot of time to understand why Arkansas would be at the number 3 spot. But if anybody from Arkansas sees this video, maybe you can comment below and explain to us why you feel like, y'all in the top 3 when it comes to obesity. So yes, Arkansas gets the 3rd spot, and their obesity rate when it comes to all residents of the state rounds up to about 40%. So yeah, man, Arkansas, I don't know what y'all doing, but hopefully y'all can get it together. Or maybe, y'all stuck in y'all ways and y'all going out how y'all going out. But yes, Arkansas gets the number 3 spot with 40%. The top 2, who gets the number 2 spot? What state y'all thinking, man? I'm surprised I ain't heard no Georgia, no Texas yet. Like, they love saying everybody fat in North Carolina. They ain't even in the top 10. It don't seem like it. So who gets this number 2 spot? The state that gets the number 2 spot when it comes to the highest obesity rate in America goes to Mississippi. Now this one, not really a shocker. Southern state. I think poverty is a big thing. I'm pretty sure there ain't no health stores. I'm pretty sure a lot of them still stuck in that 1900 mindset, eating like their ancestors. And that's what happens. When you don't break habits, you're going to continue certain cycles. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Mississippi is at the number 2 spot with the highest obesity rate. and they have a whopping percentage of 41%. They're not too far from getting to that 50% mark. So, you know, it's definitely time to try to reverse that if we can. And, you know, pray for Mississippi, because this is a problem just like any other problems in our community. So, yeah, Mississippi gets the number 2 spot with 41%. So the state with the highest obesity rate in America goes to West Virginia. West Virginia has an obesity rate of a whopping 41.1%, if I'm not mistaken, but we can just say 41%. So West Virginia obesity rate is at 41%, and they are at number 1 when it comes to obesity in America. Now, when it comes to this state, I don't know nothing about it at all. Every time I bring it up, people say don't go. You know, that state is the R word and this and that. So, you know, I kind of never really cared to go to this state too much. I've driven through it, but let's say I haven't cared to spend time in this state. So I don't really know what's going on. I haven't really paid attention to the residents. But yeah, this state is at number 1. And yeah, pray for West Virginia. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. And yeah, if you from these states and you watching, pray for your people, man. Help your people. You know, show them other options. Show them other ways, because at the end of the day, all y'all are not obese. So, you know, don't walk past somebody in your community without trying to give them a helping hand. You feel me? So that's it for this video, you know. And like always, you know, I'll be back with more content. It's your boy King Kirk, and I'm out.